Hello, hello, hello. It's coffee time again, isn't it? Yes. Where we go and we look at the Daily Mail website and we see if there's any news. Now, I've not looked again. I come into this wholly unprepared. And that's what makes it fun. Though I don't know. Oh, here we go. Weather news. We're getting a polar blast. London has faced a -7 polar blast, and there's there be snow. The white stuff is falling. Again, we're waiting for the Daily Mail website to catch up. Come on, Daily Mail website, you can do it. I want to see the pictures. There are so many pop-ups on it now. I mean, again, this is Orpington in southeast London. It's quite dramatic, isn't it? It's dramatic. Meanwhile, at Kingsfold, the Owl Pub, James Dickey enjoys a pint. This is top quality stuff. This is top quality reportage from the Daily Mail. In County Durham, though, that looks. I'm sure I've seen that picture before. I don't know. What do you reckon? What else have we got? This is on the M20. There you go. So we've got some flurries out there. And this is in Hove in East Sussex. The game still goes on. There you go. So yeah, we're looking at winter arriving again. But yeah, it was -7 in Altnahara in Scotland, -5 in Castledurg in Northern Ireland, -2 in Yelverton in Somerset, and -1 at Keswick in the Lake District. Whilst London and Birmingham both hit 0 degrees. But the Met Office has issued a 12-hour yellow ice warning. Remember, don't eat the yellow ice. Again, they should change that. They really should change that, because I'm just going to keep on doing the same joke over and over and over again until somebody laughs. I can't hear anyone. I can't hear anyone laughing. That's because nobody is, Darren. Nobody is. So yeah, maybe snow has fallen where you are. Let me know in the comment box below. Got that one in early. Yes, got that one in early. Yes, the Horizon scandal. Now, this is something that I've been following for, God, I can't remember when it first broke. Was it in the mid or late 2000s? I still don't feel comfortable talking about that. For those who aren't in the know, in the UK we have something called the post office, where you buy stamps and mail your post and have savings accounts. A lot of post offices have closed now because modernisation, but back in the day, many post office franchises were just that. They were farmed out to independent traders and they reported to the post office. And the Horizon is the name of the software that was used for the accounting. And this software had a massive bug in it, and it caused all sorts of hassle for the people running the post offices. They ended up in prison. Some killed themselves over it. Marriages were ruined. Businesses lost. Houses lost. It's a national scandal, right? Now, this was overseen by the Labour government, and they were aware of it back in the day. But it goes back even further than that now. I heard that it goes back as far as 1995, 96, where they run the trials. They ran the trials of the Horizon software. This was under a Conservative government, and they did like a 12-month trial to test it, and it showed that a number of postmasters and mistresses were stealing from them, because again the software is buggy. That was back then, and they still did nothing about it. But yeah, there's a petition going on that the Post Office former CEO, Paula Venables, is stripped of her CBE. Again, Rishi Sunak has been left holding one shitty baby. he's come out and said that all postmasters caught up in the issue should be exonerated. Well, yeah. Again, I knew about this a long time ago, and I've been following the case. But this goes back so far. This really does. And this has all come to light because ITV has done a drama series about it, starring Toby Jones, called Mr. Bates versus the Post Office, which is brought it to national attention. And again, this has been out there. This story's been out there for a long time. But why hasn't it been sold? Everybody, again, for like the last, how long has it been? 13 years. This has been a known thing. And they're still dragging their feet over it. Yeah, more than 700 post office branch managers were handing criminal convictions after 40 Fujitsu accounting software, known as Horizon, made it appear that money was going missing. And again, some people were replacing them, lost money themselves, pushing themselves into debt. Like I said, many ended up in prison. Some killed themselves over it. It is a national scandal. Sunak has said that around 150 million pounds has been paid out to thousands of those affected. But you know, it is just a national scandal. But yeah, back in the day, it was Ed Davey who was overseeing it. Hey, remember, you're going to have to vote for these people. Now, it doesn't matter which colour you vote for. They're all incompetent. And this scandal shows that, because Tories instigated it, Labour perpetuated it, and now the Tories again can't clean it up. So you got both sides, responsible for this. Good news, everybody. The London Underground strikes have been called off. Hooray. So that means you can go somewhere, but if the weather turns bad, you won't be going anything because of the snow and the ice, and wrong kind of snow on the line. Meanwhile, are you a Neanderthal? Do you have Neanderthal DNA? Ugh, comes the reply. If you do, reply ugh in the comments box below. No one ever does, though. No one bother asking. No one's watching. It's only me and the missus that watch it. Cheese toasty. Yeah, cheese. It was delicious, wasn't it? Yeah. But yeah, but they reckon DNA from Neanderthals has a small but detectable effect on humans today. And it stems from a period when humans and Neanderthals like to get it on. Cue sexy music. Modern humans who came out of Africa and into Asia around 60,000 years ago liked a bit of caveman sex. Oh yes, and that Neanderthal DNA spread across the world. Look, this is one of the Neanderthals. He's saying, yeah, I had some Homo sapien goodness. Oh yeah, lay that sugar on me. So anyway, if you smoke, it's because you're a Neanderthal. You've got Neanderthal DNA. Of course that's the reason why you smoke. Of course. But yeah, where is it? What's the name again? Sebnem Unlüsler, who's a genetic engineer. Can you imagine having that on your CV? What do you do, genetic engineer? It sounds like he should have a big lab and lots of, hybrid fetuses floating around in it. But he works at the London Regenerative Institute. He says Neanderthal DNA represents only a small percentage of the human genome. But he says studies suggest a link between Neanderthal DNA and nicotine addiction risk. So remember, if you get caught doing anything wrong, just blame it on your Neanderthal DNA. If you've got thick, straight hair, really, is also a trait. And if you're an early riser, well, that's not me either. Neanderthal, apparently. Got a big nose. No, it's just the cold. It's just the cold, sorry. And did you suffer badly when you got COVID-19? No. Do you struggle to get a tan? That's why I wear a cap, because my head gets burnt. There you go. Neanderthal. It's all their fault. Meanwhile, we've got this story rant started at the weekend. And again, some people have been saying, oh, it's not important, but it is. Right. It's the story of a mother, and she's got a disabled family, and they were splashed by a motorist. And again, they've got an image here to illustrate such a thing. And of course, she was upset by this. She's remaining anonymous. Right. She says she gestured to the motorist to slow down as they made their way down flooded Heathcote Road in Swadlincote in Derbyshire on Tuesday, but the driver did the opposite and deliberately splashed all 5 family members, including a child in a wheelchair and another with severe PTSD. She described the motorist behaviour as unbelievably callous, and one of the youngsters has been ill 2 days since the event. It happened along this road here. Now, again, many have said, "Oh, she wants the police to investigate this," and many have said, "Oh, it's not a crime." It is a crime. It is a crime to deliberately splash someone. Right, can end you up with it's a contravention of the highway code, of the road bylaws, £150 fine maximum, and 3 points on your licence. Now, it's happened to me and the kids. This was a long time, because obviously I don't walk them to school now, because look at her, he's taller than I am. But when they were little, similar thing happened to us, and we all got splashed. And kids get upset, they cry, you're cold, it's always winter, it doesn't happen in the summer, and it's not a good thing. But yeah, she wants to say, my 8-year-old has been vomiting for 2 days. I can't help but think it's the result of the incident, because the amount of water they must have ingested in the puddle. Well, again, don't walk along with your mouth open. Derbyshire police went on to say they are aware of the incident and efforts have been made to trace the driver. But many members of the public feel the force of wasting their time. No, they're not. You shouldn't do this. Pedestrians have a hard time of it as it is without, with people parking on the pavement and you haven't. And again, now that cars are almost silent thanks to them being like partly electric. Again, when electric cars were first mooted, they were saying that they were going to fit a noise box in them to emulate car sounds, so it'd be a warning to the public. Nope, I haven't done that. But yeah, Derbyshire say they're looking into it. Members of the public who you don't want to trust them say it's a waste of time. But Mick Neville, a former Scotland Yard detective, said the Mail told the Mail it was an easy case for the local community support officer if they had the car registration number. Well, obviously. But he said, but if not, they should be trying to find burglars and thieves. Yeah, but those people that did that probably are burglars and thieves. This is the idea of zero crime. You start, zero tolerance crime. You start at the bottom, because those people that do the little things like litter and park on the pavement and splash people are usually criminals. But yeah, these are the uncaring public who think that it's a waste of police time. Wrong answer. They should be locked up and given a birch. There you go. Yeah. Have we got any other ones? Meanwhile, we've got a plague of rats. We're probably driving that car. There's a plague of rats across Britain, because there's a perfect storm of bin collection delays, floods, and reduced funding. Oh my God. And here he is, Terry Walker, he's a pest controller, and he's got a 19-inch long one. Yeah. No, a rat. He's got a 19-inch rat. You thought I meant something rude, didn't you? Filthy. Get your minds out of the gutter. Look, he's a rat. He's saying, I'm smiling for the camera. So yeah, There are rats everywhere. Apparently, I reckon you're literally an arms away from a rat. What's the main story? Residents in Glasgow claim they've been living in fear of a rat infestation after rodents took advantage of their bins not being collected over the Christmas period. Shocking. And this is in Swindon. Oh my God, that's rat paradise. That's almost like rat Disneyland, isn't it? Oh my God. Oh my God. Meanwhile, journalist Caitlin Moran told The Times she too found herself dealing with a rat infestation in November last year. And she says she saw a rat the size of a kitten. That's quite small, isn't it? I've seen them walking the dog. So here you go. So rats everywhere. Good for them. Meanwhile, Prince Andrew news, apparently. I don't know if you've heard about Prince Andrew, but he's a very naughty boy, and he was doing very naughty things with a guy called Epstein. That's the Corbyn pronunciation. Well, anyway, they reckon royal insiders reckon that Andrew is refusing to leave his royal mansion because he's got a cast iron lease. Okay. Shame he didn't have a cast iron will, isn't it, to resist all those young dollies that Epstein threw at him. Naughty boy. But yeah, Andrew he's locked himself away and is devastated by the claims, and I reckon there's more humiliation coming. As documents reveal, Ghislaine Maxwell searched emails for Andrew sex toy, an erotic Andrew sex toy, eh? Lovely. What else have we got? Meanwhile, Jeremy Renner and Jennifer Lopez were presenting at the Golden Globes, and everyone said that Jeremy Renner was actually looking at Jennifer Lopez's Golden Globes. I don't know, I think he's looking at the envelope, isn't he? He's not really. I don't think he's trying to cop a look. I think he's trying to look at the. But you see, he did the joke. Look, he got crushed by a snowplow. Give the guy a break, will you? Meanwhile, are you a little bit overweight? Are you a bit of a pudding? Well, don't worry. Caveman, who's a philosophy professor at Cornell University in the United States, is arguing for radical bodily autonomy. Here she is. I wonder if she's a fatty too. But she says there's nothing truly wrong with being overweight. Well, except for that it shortens your life. And, well, it just shortens your life. There's no good benefit to being overweight unless, I don't know, you hear those stories where people have been stabbed or shot and the bullets got lodged in their blubber. But, yeah. She's argued that being fat is not inherently unhealthy. Despite obesity being at least partly responsible for over 1 million hospital admissions in Britain last year. And she says that overweight people have nothing to be ashamed of apart from being morbidly obese. Again, it's not good, and society and all that food out there is designed to make you fat. It's packed full of sugars and salt and all this bad stuff, and with just a simple, I should start my own weight loss, get diabetes. Again, I wasn't even overweight when I got diabetes. I'd lost the weight then. Just my age, though, they reckon. Just my age. It just happens, they said. But yeah, it's not good for you. She's got a novel coming out called Unshrinking, How to Fight Fat Phobia. Really? In a novel, which is out tomorrow, the professor argues that those who are overweight must face the violence of anti-fatness, where fat bodies are put down, cut down and cut up, all for no good reason. Ay, ay, ay. And here's the cover so you can avoid it. Avoid it. Apparently it comes with a free Big Mac. No, I'm joking, it doesn't. That doesn't happen. But yeah, she describes herself as a card-carrying feminist. Remember, fat is a feminist issue. That's something only fat women say. But yeah, the Australian-born academic has tried multiple diets, including diet pills, and she also used Adderall, which left her briefly suicidal. Well, it's not a good way to do it. You've got to eat less and move more. It's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple idea. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's just not good for you. You don't see any morbidly obese old people. That's what you've got to remember. All right? Now, whoops, I don't care if you get fat. I don't care. But it'd be nice if you hung around a bit longer. You know what I'm saying? Because I need the viewers. I need the viewers. I'm just thinking about me. It's a bit, you know, it's just not good. It's just not healthy. And, you know, carrying that weight around is just not good. Go for a walk, cut down, especially on sugars and salts, and get lots of sleep too. Healthy sleep is another good thing you need to do. So there you go. I'll be starting my get rid of fat scheme soon, where you can pay me £100 a month to lose the weight. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Now I like this start. Now this is how you do it. This is, who remembers Putin's mate Alexander Lukashenko, the president of Belarus, right? He signed a new law this week which gives him lifelong immunity from criminal prosecution and prevents opposition leaders living abroad from running in the future presidential elections. It's really good. The law theoretically applies to any former president and members of his family. So, but in reality, it only really affects him because he's ruled Belarus for the last 30 years, and when he finally does get the heave-ho, he's safe. He's saying, "You'll never fit those handcuffs on me, not if I hold my hands like this." So, yeah, that's how you do it. And here he is with his mate Putin. But which Putin is it? Which lookalike is it? Is that the real Putin? I guess we'll never know. Guess we'll never know. Meanwhile, are you looking for love? Don't. Falling in love makes you fat. It's true that. But yeah, apparently they've got some 5 top tips to make you lucky in love, because today is the busiest day of the year for what? Love? No, that's for sure. That's the 14th of February. I thought today was also the busiest day for people inquiring about divorce. Oh, I see. They go to the solicitor, apply for the divorce, and then go on Tinder. Of course, I hadn't thought that through. So where are we? Based on So where's the tips? There you go. So if you're unlucky in love, 1, show the real you. Really? This comes from Tinder's global relationship insights expert, Paul C. Brunson. He's not real. That sounds like an AI person. But yeah, Brunson recommends having at least 5 photos that capture your true personality in different scenarios. 2, more words, more possibilities. The optimal amount of words in a Tinder bio is between 15 and 45. Is that all? God, I'd write an essay. But he says it's important to make these 15 to 45 words count as much as possible, because more than 2 in 5, 45% of single 18 and 24-year-olds prefer it when a potential match is clear about what they want in their dating app bio. 3, showcase your interests. Picking your toes doesn't count. 4. Express your personality. Well, I think if you're on Tinder, you probably haven't got one. So good luck. And 5. Be open about what you're looking for. NSA, friends with benefits. So there you go. That's how you do it. And you can thank me. Got anything else here? Yeah, this is something that we've heard about. Virtual kidnapping. This is scams. They're now using AI to target people and make you think that a relative has been kidnapped. In a recent case, foreign exchange student Caveman was reported missing on December the 28th after his family in China received a threatening message he'd been kidnapped. Despite his host family in Utah reporting he'd been seen earlier in the day, his family paid $80,000 in ransom fees to a Chinese bank account. That's never going to be good. He was later found in the Brigham City Canyon after cops said he fell victim to a sordid cyber kidnapping scam. He was told that his family back home was in danger, while his parents in China were told he'd been kidnapped and they were extorted. Dr. Chris Pearson, who's the founder and CEO of Black Cloak, a cybersecurity firm, told the Mail that Zhuang's case is an interesting escalation in terms of current common scams, and artificial intelligence making these scams easier. This is Mr. Zhuang himself, who was victim to the scam. So they tell you to go and hide because your family's in danger, and then they extort them. Yeah, they basically separate you from your family. You know, get rid of your phone. Oh dear. Pearson says that language barriers often play a role in the offender's game plan, as victims can't always pick up the differences or red flags, making it easier for them to be preyed upon. So yeah, it's and yeah, this is just one of the text messages you might get if you've been fake kidnapped. Again, we need to always have like a safe word, or a word that you can use, or a question, so you can tell if the person's real or not. Could you imagine you have to do this just to talk to your relatives? Now here's the big question: did life start on Earth or in the stars? I do not know. There are many theories on where life came from, but scientists reckon they're close to uncovering the answer. The 3 leading theories are: life arose from the basic gases and elements of Earth's early pools and seas, meteorites delivered living things to Earth, and meteorites delivered just the basic chemical components of life, but not life itself. Experts in the field of astrobiology and analytical chemistry said that the most likely explanation is a combination of the first and third theories. Wrong teeth. They said that the basic building blocks of life were delivered from space by meteorites, and they gave rise to life in primordial soup. Primordial soup. I should have had that for lunch. I quite fancy some primordial soup with a nice crusty roll. Oh, buttered. Delicious. Have you seen the price of that pack? I ain't done that one for a long time either. So there you go. But nobody really knows what happens because we weren't there. But this could be a primordial pool. Look at that. I like the look of that. But nobody really knows because it was a long time ago. Or it could be, well, I reckon that people came here. Panspermia is the thing where you get life delivered via an asteroid. Panspermia. I don't know why I know that. Are you seeing Easter eggs on supermarket shelves in January? Yep, it's happening. It's happening already. Oh dear. This is Barton under Newood in Staffordshire, in a co-op store, and yes, the Easter eggs are out already. Jesus Christ, this is the speed of life. I can't keep up. And have we got any more? And here's some more, but I don't know where this one's from. Oh no, that's just it doesn't matter. That was a stock image I was going to show you. But yeah, Easter eggs are here. And there you go. One user wrote on eggs. My local Morrison's had Easter eggs on Christmas Eve. Another said, no way, they've got Easter eggs on the shelves already. It's like, yeah. And it's just... Another fellow said, I remember restocking Christmas shelves with Easter eggs on Boxing Day when I worked in retail. It's back in 2005. Yeah, I mean, it's been going on for a long time. You know, it's just what's going on, isn't it? What's going on at the moment? What else have we got? Trying to find a... I've kind of got a... That's kind of an animal story. Could use that one. Trying to find a good story. Are there any good stories? No. Okay, that's a good story. As a dog walker, I think I can do dog cam. Wait a minute. Hopefully that's the right one. Yeah, you can't really see her. Wait a minute. I need to get the. There we go. I think she's looking. Are you looking? Yeah, she's looking. She's thinking, why is he pointing that at me? Anyway, this is a dog story. This is, again, I can't believe what I'm seeing. This is in Todmorden. There's the problem of people not disposing of their dog poop properly along the canal there. They've been well, it looks like a delight from a distance. It looks like a delightful display until you get close up to it. I can't imagine what the stench is like, especially come summer. Again, but yeah, New Forest Ranger Naomi collected dozens of bags of discarded poo, which she found within 500 metres of the car park, which has a bin. Here she is. She's doing good work there, good work. But it is a problem. And people love kind of doing this, hanging it from branches. There's a whole load of pictures of... This is just it's a bit of a shit story, really. I'm doing the punchline early, but this is in Chichester, where they have not emptied the bin. Come on, people are at least putting it on the bin. Come on, that's the council's fault for not emptying the bin. It's a problem. It is a problem. There's not enough bins, and two, there's not enough bins. That's it. Not enough bins. Meanwhile, we've got Britain's oldest male stripper. It's not me. It's Mike Stratton from Wigan in Manchester. And here you go, ladies. We've got some British beefcake for you. Control yourselves. Control yourselves. He's revealing exciting tales from his 38-year career in his new memoir. Here he is. And here he is again. So there you go. I wonder what he got up to. I think I've seen those videos. He started taking off his clothes as a jobless teenager in 1986, and he's vowing to carry on performing. He says, you can't beat going on stage, and I think it's that keeps me young. He once had a tetanus jab after being bitten on the bottom, and a brush with the Russian mafia in the 90s. His stage name is The Hustler. I was going to say The Rustler. But yeah, these days he says, when my agent phones up and says, do you want to do this birthday party? I'll ask how old are they, and if they're under 25, I say, oh, it's a bit young. He said, but pensioners, he said, anyone over 50, they love me. So there you go. This it's a job. But besides stripping, he's also made £70,000 going on to key TV game shows, from The Weakest Link to Bullseye. And yeah, he wrote a book about that, saying how to get on game shows and win. But his new memoir is called My Life as a Male Stripper. I'm sure you can get it on Amazon and all good bookshops right now. That's kind of an animal story. But I think it's almost time. I feel like I've done too much. That's it. Okay, well, I think I've got. Here we go. This is something that's happening again. It's not a good story, but this is about animals in China that have cosmetic surgery. Yeah, there's a trend in China where pet clinics, for as little as £33, can make your dog look like Mickey Mouse. Yeah, Mickey ears is the latest trend in China, and they're modifying their ears. That's just unbearable wickedness. And it's not just dogs, cats too are being put through this terrible craze. And it's, yeah, I reckon the surgery itself is particularly nasty, and here's an advert for it. Oh my god, that's pretty grim, isn't it? And yeah, what they do, they cut off the tips of the ears. That is just absolute horrid wickedness. I think I'll end it there. That's a horrible story. Horrible. I didn't like that. That's the only animal story I had. I'm ever so sorry. Anybody in there? 15 people in. It's a party. My God. G-Man's in. Ortanu. Garrett's in. This is Happy New Year. I hope you got everything you wanted. Nah, still didn't get world peace. Fasano says, good day. When was the last time you went to the post office? I get the postman to come and collect my mail from me, because you can do that now. But it's been, it's before COVID. So how long has that been? 4 years. Floating is in. He says hello. Runs in. He says hi. Classic album reviews this morning. How's the toll raffle going? I tried it myself last year. Did okay. Yeah, it's up tomorrow. We're finishing tomorrow, and I'm running a poll at this very moment for the next prize. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going with it. I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna make it work. God damn it. Because I've got to have some fun. What's the point of having this channel if we're not having fun? Someone says, I fancy some soup. What's your recipe for primordial soup? I couldn't possibly mention it here. I will get demonetised. And Simon's in. He says, I prefer being a gigolo myself. Yeah, that's what I used to do until the diabetes kicked in. But anyway, that's the way it goes. But I'm still a sweetie. Thank you for watching. That was the news. Killing the channel one video at a time. You know, you've got to drink it up. Ta-ta.